city of Charlotte, North Carolina is the setting for our broadcast tonight. And isn't the view magnificent? Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Aldridge.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, the era of star free agents increasingly being on the move has created a media frenzy that sometimes can be intense and draining. Some players like Kevin Durant have pushed back against year-long and incessant free agency questions. Warriors coach Steve Kerr said, "We're all actors in a soap opera, and we have to deal with that part of it." Kevin?
It can be a circus. David, thanks.
Yeah, and the Hornets, they had a very strong bench, not only with their scoring, but how they impact rebounding and passing. I mean, one of the better benches in this league.
And the starting group for the Spurs, we've got LaMarcus Aldridge, Trey Lyles out there at DeRozan. Then there's Murray, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. And for the Hornets, Bridges out there with Washington. And there's Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Terry Rozier, and it's Graham in at the 2 spot. And the Hornets have had a strong bench for a while now.
Yeah, depth isn't a problem for this team, Kevin. Having a formidable starting 5, though, has been. They need to consider trading some depth for an upgrade at the starting position.
Pass to Biyombo. And here is Rozier. Let's a floater go. Now Murray. Pass to Forbes. Lyles with it. Rozier defending. Here's Aldridge. And he can't bank that one in. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
That's what a star talent does. If Bridges wants to fulfill his potential, he's got to attack. Use that quick first step.
Now here's DeRozan. He's coming off a 10-point game against Indiana.
Yeah, and his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards, too.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low. And making his return from the ACL tear, DeJounte Murray, long, athletic, and young, he still has a very bright future.
Misses for Murray. And Murray winning second team all-defense in 2018. And Greg, at that time, he was only 21.
And that's been his strong suit. If he can hit perimeter shots consistently, he can be a star.
Graham with the ball. DeRozan defending. Pocket 6. Washington passes to Biyombo. Right wing. Rozier against Murray. A shot, no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
That's just something to keep an eye on. I mean, when their reserves are operating at a high level, so tough to beat.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's Rozier. Last time out, he had 13 points. Graham with the ball. Fires the 3. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at the Hornets. They're 10th in the conference, still looking to claim a spot for the playoffs.
And you know, for the Hornets, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
Yeah, they're kind of in that caught in the middle type group. You know what I mean? You wonder if they need a personnel change to get over the hump.
Pocket 2, Rozier for 3.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert. Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
And the Hornets making a change here. Bacon's checked in. Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
And not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator. When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
So it's San Antonio now after the basket by Charlotte. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Shot's good by Lyles.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And stolen by Aldridge. Here is Forbes. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Murray, good.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Green. They trail by 7. There's Bacon. The layup off target. And the Spurs with possession. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. And DeRozan kicks to Lyles. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Now, here's DeRozan. He's got 5. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Graham surveying the floor. From 12 feet out. San Antonio with the rebound. Inside, Murray. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Bacon. He's covered by Murray. Here's Graham. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Chris, when you look around the league, who do you feel is the most universally liked player in the league?
That's a good one, because there's so many players with great stories. How about Derrick Rose? Fighting all those injuries, coming back, having a 50-point game, becoming a leader again there in Minnesota. The youngest MVP ever, watching his ups and downs. Luka Doncic. How about that guy? That's just from excitement of play. The fact that he's just infused this Dallas team with energy and fun. It's so much fun watching him. And then you got to go with the elder statesman. In other words, we call him the old head where I'm from, and that's Vince Carter. If you don't love Vince Carter, something's wrong with you, because he's the line in the sand from Dr. J, Dominique, Jordan, and those dunkers to anything that's happening today. Vince Carter, he's the man.
Some changes for Charlotte. Zeller, he's checked in for Biombo, and it's Batum in for Miles Bridges. And the pass to Medu. Outside, White. Now here's Gay. Graham defending. Takes a shot at the elbow. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
He found the open space for mid-range. Just maybe rush his release a little bit.
Stolen by Walker. And Walker with a clear path to the hoop. And Walker throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Here's Graham. 17 points for him last game against Milwaukee. They grab their own miss. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. 5th on the list, the Hornets.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
2 shots. The first free throw is good. And with Cody Zeller, he has a very workmanlike approach when he's on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, and that's what Zeller is all about, playing a simple meat and potatoes type game. I mean, what he does won't show up in the box score, but it'll show up in the standings.
And so Zeller nails both of them.
The younger brother of Tyler Zeller and former Suns big man Luke Zeller, Cody has a good chance to be the best of all three.
Outside, White. A minute 50 left here in the first quarter. Graham with the rebound. Hornets trail by 7. Big in the pass to Batum. Out to the wing. And here is Graham. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Washington, that's good. San Antonio leading by 5. White the pass to Medu. Now Gay. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Bellinelli trying to break loose. And that one's good by Gay.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Graham, the pass to Zeller. Unable to get that one. So the Spurs will take it the other way.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Here's Graham. Passes it to Bacon. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Zeller dishes to Graham. Shot clock at 5. Banked in off the glass. We've got 28 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Walker taking his time here. Pass to Gay. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. He gets that one. And the Spurs lead by 9.
And Gay is very confident from the mid-range. When he has his feet under him, he's extremely reliable from there.
To the paint, it's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Here's Zeller, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's San Antonio in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. Right back after this break. And in 2018, DeMar DeRozan opened up about his battles with depression, hoping to have a positive impact on others.
people ashamed to talk about it. Even myself, for a long period of time, people wonder why I was such a quiet guy, and that was part of it, not wanting to speak out about it, not wanting other people to know exactly what I was going through. But you get to a certain age where you feel like it's all about helping others. It's not about you just being a selfish person about the things you're going through. Other people going through stuff as well.
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened the dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes as public figures can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Rudy Gay is out there with Medu. Then there's Bellinelli, and it's Mills, and it's Walker in at the two-guard spot. They get it back. Zeller passes to Washington. The second chance effort, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Long season, Chris. Talk about the challenges of maintaining focus and concentration throughout these 82 regular season games.
I mean, the season just wears on you. First of all, physically, the travel, the games, the practice. So one, you have to get through it physically, so take care of your body. Second, mentally, just the fact that you go through every season from Christmas to the summertime. Can you just stay mentally prepared and engaged and remember what the big focus is, why all of you guys came together, the championship. So really, it's just a constant reminder that you have to do the little things every day. It's not about the big picture. It's day by day until we get to the end. And usually when you keep that narrow-minded type of focus, you'll get to the end of the season and say, wow, that was quick. That was fun.
Here's Walker following the basket by Nicholas Batum. 5 on the clock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Nicholas Batum.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
For San Antonio, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. Good from Walker. And some changes here for the Hornets. Biyombo checks in for Washington. And it's Miles Bridges in for Dwayne Bacon. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for San Antonio. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. So Walker nails both of them. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to the Bucks.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
Yeah, Greg, and when you're not connecting from deep, you got to mix it up. I mean, look to score inside more. They didn't do enough of that.
And one of those little spark plug guys, Terry Rozier. Plays the game with Greg, I think, a chip on his shoulder.
I mean, the story goes, as a kid, when his temper flared, his mother would have to sit on him until he cooled down. He's learned to channel that fire and emotion into his game.
And the first one at the line is good.
Oh, the fearlessness by Rozier. That's what helps him earn the trip to the strike.
Lyles checked in for the Spurs. Bryn Forbes comes in for Walker. And so he hits both.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fellow.
Bridges against DeRozan. Count that one. DeRozan's got 7.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the time.
Here's Rozier following the score by DeMar DeRozan. No good. Shot missing.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, Marcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for Patty Mills. That's good from Rozier.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Murray outside. Lyles with it. 20 points for him last game against Indiana.
And he had 2 blocks also, don't forget. I mean, it tells you what kind of presence he was for him at both ends of the floor.
Now, here's Bridges. 7-point differential.
Fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Batum scanning the floor. And they convert it last on attempt number 3.
Oh, man, Batum is such a soft-looking jump shot. He makes it look beautiful coming off his hands.
Murray, the pass to DeRozan. It's Aldridge, high post. Biombo on him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, DeMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
No good on that one. And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's, just impossible to defend.
Long arms, that high release point. When it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
So he comes up empty, missing both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Bridges kicks to Rozier. Over Murray. Zeller trying to free himself up. Another shot. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Yeah, and gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Pass to Aldridge. Back to Murray. Outside DeRozan. And no good. The try spell continuing for him. To the middle. Here's Bridges. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And Murray's got the ball here for San Antonio. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Here's DeRozan. Up and in on the layup. DeRozan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Rozier, the pass to Bridges. Here's the pass to Zeller. Batum against White. Here's Zeller, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Murray kicks to Forbes. Right side Aldridge. Oh, the lob to DeRozan. Hornets trail by 3. Here's Rozier. 5 points in the game. It's hauled in by Lyles.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Chris, middle of last season, plenty of drama around the AD trade request. Davis wanting to leave New Orleans. Some say all publicity is good publicity. But Commissioner Silver clearly does not agree.
I don't agree either, and I think if you go back, the Lakers would say that's a self-inflicted wound. Some things are best left in the locker room. Let me tell you this. Every team tried to trade for AD except the team that didn't have him last year and maybe the Golden State Warriors. So everyone was out there. It just wasn't the rumors. And so, no, you never really like those rumors. They affect young players. They affect the player that may be being traded for. They affect the home fan base. They affect everyone. So you want to try to keep all of that in-house. Some things are better left unsaid.
And he's good on the second. Hornets trail by 4. And here is Graham. Passes to Rozier. Biyombo kicks to Rozier. Now, here's Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. And it's Gay with the rebound. San Antonio leading by 4. Murray outside. Over Rozier. San Antonio again missing. The Hornets have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Here's Bridges. Second shot opportunity. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Aggressive at rebounding the ball. I mean, 6'7". Bridges is strong at really asserting his will on the glass.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Washington's checked in for Charlotte. Dwayne Bacon comes in for Zeller. San Antonio also making some changes. Madu, he's checked in for Aldridge. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Walker subbed in for DeJounte Murray. And that one falls for Bridges.
I tell you, Bridges, you see the athleticism, the improving skill set, and the instincts are coming along.
Now here's White. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Now Bellinelli. Pass to Walker. From deep three-point range. A shot missing. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
44 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to White. Madu passes to White. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Count that bucket. And that's 10 points for Walker.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Rozier looking around. Shoots over White. Again, the Hornets score.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Gay with it. From deep. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Hornets lead by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. The game plan did not work out for Charlotte in the first quarter. A big part of the problem was their defense and inability to slow down shooters. They gave up a sky-high shooting percentage against. The second quarter went a lot better for them, and they got right back where they wanted to be before the half and now hold the 1-point lead. Kenny, let's get your take on Charlotte.
So far, I love their commitment on the glass. Even when they were playing well, their rebounding remained a priority. And so far, the other side hasn't matched their efforts.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
Well, I didn't even know who some of these guys were, but their bench came up with some big shots. Gave the team a lift offensively. It's always possible guys will see more minutes in the second half, but at the same time, you're a starter for a reason. We shall see, Ernie.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We've got Bridges. Washington out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Terry Rozier, and it's Graham in at the 2. So that's who James Borrego starts the second half with. Well, we've heard some people criticize the league's obsession with the three-pointer, saying the game is less fun to watch. You and I have talked to coaches who do not like the style of play. Would you agree with that?
You know what, I do, Kev, but it's all in the way that it happens. So let's talk about a team like Golden State, okay? Golden State shoots so many threes, right? But they don't shoot the most threes, and they have the best ball movement. And they still take the most number of twos. And so they have a balanced game. Now, they have 3 of the best shooters last season out of any team maybe in the history of the game. And they don't take the most threes, but then you have teams that have every guy shooting under 30%, and they're shooting 100 threes with no ball movement. Yeah, something's backwards. It's still about playing basketball and shooting threes, not shooting threes during a game that happens to be a basketball game, if that makes any sense.
It does. Perfect sense. DeMar DeRozan hits them both. Charlotte trailing. Here's Graham. Got a piece of it. And here is Murray. Aldridge dishes to Forbes. The pass to Lyles. He kicks it to Murray. Shot clock at 6. Basket good. Murray's got 8 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime with the defensive game.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum-shifting plays like that can change the tone of the game.
Graham. It's hauled in by Lyles. Lyles got 5 rebounds tonight. To the inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Miles Bridges. For San Antonio, they've taken 10 shots from the free throw line up to this point and made 6 of them.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drop for DeRozan. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Now, here's Rozier. He's got 7. Knocked loose. And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession. An opportunity here to bring up a list of players that have been carrying their teams offensively for the last 10 games. The highest scoring small forwards in the league. Second is DeMar DeRozan. Miles Bridges, 4th.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
Yeah, Greg, there's so many great scores at the small forward spot in the NBA. I mean, to make the list, you got to have a ridiculous amount of firepower.
Here's Lyles after the basket by Charlotte. Over Rozier. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Lyles got his second basket.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
From 11 feet away, that is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Rozier.
A fantastic shot by Rozier. I mean, exactly the kind of shot you want him taking when he's got space.
Murray, the pass to Aldridge. Hornets with the rebound. Biyombo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Passes it to Graham. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Bridges. Rebounded by the Spurs. They've led by as many as 11 points. Now, here's DeRozan. Graham defending. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Charlotte making some changes. Cody Zeller's checked in for Washington. And it's Batum in for Bridges. Mills, he's checked in for San Antonio. Six to shoot. Dishes it to Aldridge. And it's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got 6 rebounds in the game. Now Rozier. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Graham. Nice D from Aldridge.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, I mean, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
Here's DeRozan. A beautiful reverse layup. DeRozan's got 6 points in the quarter.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores. Just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. You got to like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button, and figure out how to slow his roll.
Charlotte making a switch here. Bacon's checked in. San Antonio also making some changes. Gay comes in for Trey Lyles, and it's White in for DeJounte Murray. Pass to Bacon. Zeller with it. Outside, Batum. From outside, off the mark. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
Defends the shot and grabs the rebound. About as big an impact as you can have on a possession.
Here's Graham. Covered by Mills. Graham, the pass to Bacon. Zeller inside. He's against Gay. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Spurs. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And for the game with the Mavericks, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
And that one misses. Spurs making a switch here. Madu's checked in. He's off on the second. Spurs leading by 7. The pass to Mills. DeRozan's shot is off.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D. Avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Now here's Batum. The rebound by Madu. Here's White. Makes it off the glass. White's got his first basket of the night. Charlotte shooting 40% from the field. Graham with the ball. Rebound San Antonio. Gay's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's DeRozan. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Here's Graham. Shot clock at 6. No good that time.
He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
Pass to Medu. White, bounce pass. Mills looking it over. 1:43 left to play in the 3rd. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. The 55th pick back in 2009. Those picks don't hit very often, but Greg Patty Mills, now with a decade in the NBA.
6'0", and that may be generous. The Australian Mills, a dangerous pull-up shooter, and he does not back down.
And he comes up with the deuce. Batum's got it back down to within single digits for Charlotte.
He's skilled at reading defense. I mean, Batum letting things come naturally and pouncing on scoring opportunity.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Charlotte's had to wait a bit the last few years. Now, the city hosted the All-Star game last season. But for the Hornets, they've gone 3 seasons without a playoff appearance and 15 seasons without winning a playoff series. In that time, the franchise has had 7 head coaches and a shifting front office. But Buzz City is hoping that its wait for playoff relevance will end soon. Kevin?
We all are. David, thank you. A different look now for San Antonio. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Medu. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Walker subbed in for Patty Mills. And White kicks to Bellinelli. Outside Aldridge. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. We've got a second, so we'll bring up the list of shooting guards that have been red hot at the free throw line over the past month. Fourth, Derek White.
We've gotten used to seeing a lot of terrific free throw shooters from the 2-guard ranks, but even so, it shouldn't take away from what these players have been able to do up there.
I mean, just look at their percentages. I can't even imagine how much work these players have put in at the gym to be that reliable at the line.
And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Washington's checked in for the Hornets. And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both. Hornets trail by 11. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Washington passes to Zeller. Goes up again. It's stolen by Bellinelli. Walker in the corner. Uncovered. Offensive rebound, Spurs. And the shot is good. Gay's got the lead up to 13 now for the Spurs.
And the wily athleticism of Gay helps him in these situations. Just so clever at finding ways to bury shots against defenders.
Batum attacking. Gay with the defensive effort.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy lay.
Walker with it, and Zeller picks him up defensively. Walker's shot is off. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Batum. He's got 6. To the left side wing. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Graham.
This is the kind of teammate Batum is. You like seeing him share it.
And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for the San Antonio Spurs. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Hornets trail by 10. On the floor for San Antonio, starting the fourth quarter. Gay and Aldridge are up front. Then it's White. Then there's Bellinelli. And it's Walker in at the shooting guard position. Bridges, no one around him. Off target from three-point range.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
White the pass to Walker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Charlotte making a switch here. Rozier's checked in. Then for the Spurs. Trey Lyles checked in for Gay. And it's DeJounte Murray in for White. He hits one, and this is the second attempt from the free throw line. Hornets trail by 11. And here is Rozier. And stolen by Murray. Bellinelli passes to Walker. Gets an open look and hits. And the Spurs lead by 13.
That's just a product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Pass to Zeller. No good that time. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Bridges against Bellinelli. Murray outside. It's deflected.
Registering one of the highest verticals at the NBA Combine. Zeller can send your shot back.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Rozier against Murray. Shoots from the right block, and the Hornets miss again.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And it's Lyles in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Yeah, indeed, like that isn't going to get you back in the game. You have to stay connected to these shooters.
Murray against Rozier. For Murray, and the Hornets miss again. Here's San Antonio. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Here's Walker, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
One negotiating concession the league wants from the Players Union: prospect attendance, Chris, at the draft combine, and team-wide access to player physicals.
Well, this is a tough one, because I don't think that a team that is not interested in you should have your physical. And we all know that information is shared, and so it should be genuine in the teams that are truly interested. And so I understand agents holding back on that. Medical information is something very serious, that just because you have an opportunity to be drafted, your information shouldn't be spread all across the world just because you're at a combine. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but basically you just want a level playing field for everyone. And if we have that, it'll be better for everyone.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for San Antonio. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter.
I got yours. Oh, come on, hit that, man.
Pass to Bacon. And here is Rozier. DeRozan defending. Clock at 6 to end the cold streak, and it's laid in by Rozier.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
Here's DeRozan, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Chris, what's your definition of most valuable player?
LeBron, Michael Jordan. Okay. Okay, the best player in the league. That's my definition. Who makes players better? Who brings the fans into the game? There's only one type of player that's an MVP, and there's only about 6 guys any year that can be MVP. But if you're talking about guys that help you, let's say, are the best on the contract or getting the most bang for their buck, you got to look at guys like a Siakam. You know, he's just making over $2 million this season, still playing on that rookie contract, and those are the guys that are on their way up. So you can always find young talent playing for maybe less than what they should be getting at that time, but the most valuable player continues to be the top 6 players in the league, period.
Releases from 15. Bridges shot. Good.
Oh, man, elevating his passing ability. Dimes like this from Rozier help him establish chemistry with his guys.
To the right side. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Murray surveying the D. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Rozier, the pass to Bacon. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Murray outside. Oh, the lob to DeRozan. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And the Hornets making a change here. Graham's checked in. Here's Murray. And along with the association, we've seen the growth of the G League, the WNBA, the 2K League. Chris, which of those have you followed the most?
Well, first let me say I should have been drafted by the 2K League because I'm really not. As a matter of fact, anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I will beat you in the game that I'm talking on right now. But secondly,
I know you will.
I love the WNBA, from Lisa Leslie to Cheryl Swoops to my girl Candace Parker. Are you kidding me? The skill set of these ladies, oh, they have game. And I can't say I follow one the most because even the G League in their All-Star game, I follow. Right now, it's a great time for hoops, and all 3 of these leagues, I'm in.
He dishes it to Aldridge. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. On defense, Charlotte. Murray left side.
And you gotta like the energy Rozier plays with, especially on defense where he disrupts a lot of things.
Now the pass to Bridges. Here's the 3. A rebound by the Spurs. Murray's got his 4th rebound in this one. Passes it to Lyles. Now here is Aldridge. Outside for Murray. Just 4 to shoot. Over Graham. Again, the miss by Murray. Charlotte has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. The offensive rebound, Bridges. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Bridges has got 4 points this quarter.
You just can't teach that size. Bridges has the wingspan, those broad shoulders, just a tremendous rebounder for a wing.
Down low. Here's Forbes. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 5 assists in the game.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
And the Hornets call time here. They trail by 22. 1:46 left to play here in the 4th. now, let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
And they were in danger of losing back-to-back games before he stepped to the forefront here tonight. This was not a game he was going to let get away from him. A minute 42 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Simmons. Lays it up and banks it in.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the Spurs. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Johnson outside. Pass to Samanic. And with a younger generation of fans cutting the cord, Adam Silver has talked about ways, Chris, to make the games, the NBA games, more accessible.
Yeah, and as a guy, Kevin, that played on the West Coast, I know many people aren't happy with this idea, but I say move the games up an hour. Move it to 6 o'clock so that I could watch LeBron on the West Coast when I'm living on the East Coast and be to bed by a normal time where kids can stay up. But how about the streaming? I mean, you can watch it on your phone. So many better and different ways now. I mean, before, if you were traveling, you could never watch a game because you had to be by a TV set stuck into a wall. Now, that's your phone, your pads, and everything else. So I love the game. It's becoming more global because of the expansion and how we've gotten players out there in front of fans. And now, with the access that fans have from some type of mobile device, I just love it. I love it.
Both shots good from the stripe. 1:25 left in the game. The Hornets have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Spurs.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for DeMar DeRozan.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's McDaniels. San Antonio with the rebound. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Simmons. Pass to McDaniels. And the first one drops. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now here's Mills. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. DeMar, we know this team has offensive options, but it looks like there's great confidence defensively now.
Yeah, we have to. That's what we got to do. If we play defense, we know we can score the basketball whenever we want. We just got to get stopped.
Very impressive, DeMar. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.